everybody. We are here in Meals Under 30. So I'm Joanna. Mark, this is Patricia, BB.
Hi.
Let's see what she has for us today.
Okay,
Maybe
today
she can introduce to
I'm
us.
going to cook one pot dish. I'm going to cook my creamy chicken with mushroom and truffle vegetables.
Okay, so how do we start?
Okay,
And
should we start the countdown clock now?
Okay. Okay, so now we start 30 minutes. Let's see if she can challenge us to do
quite
finish
worried
earlier.
also. Hopefully. Okay, I'll first season the chicken. Usually I use chicken thigh or chicken leg. Today I'll use chicken leg because I have quite a few guests here and of course flaming crew and everybody. So I'll use a bigger one, the chicken leg. Just simply with salt and pepper. Jenna, can you help me on the stove? If you have any question along the way when I cook, please do type on it and then we will try to answer you as much as we can.
So what do you put in the seasoning other than salt
Just salt and pepper, because later when we poach it with the milk and the seasoning, it will actually attracts more.
Do we need to put oil on the pan before we pan sear it?
I put a little bit of butter for flavouring.
Okay. So now we can see that she puts in a little bit of butter. How long do we have to marinate this chicken?
I would say that if you have time, for me I'll just do it once in a while, like maybe about 5-10 minutes. But of course here today we're doing like express version, just a few minutes will do.
For some people, they tend to marinate chicken overnight. So what do you suggest for your chicken?
For mine,
marinate overnight as well?
Okay, for mine, because I'm going to do it in a poaching style, that's why I don't intend to actually marinate it with a lot of seasoning. That's why I only use salt and pepper for pan searing.
Okay. So you have a sauce over the chicken later on?
Yes, okay. Creamy sauce. You're heating up the pan.
Maybe while the pan is heating, you can show us what's next.
Okay, for next, the truffle vegetable is a very simple one. All you need to do is just cut up everything, season it, and we will just put it in the air fryer while the chicken is actually cooking and poaching. Okay, I will just cut the vegetable along first, waiting for the... Okay, for me, I usually like to use small potatoes. I leave the skin on.
Is there any type of potatoes that we can look at? You know there are many types of potato in the market.
Okay, so
like,
far the best that I
potatoes
like
or
is basragi
Okay.
from Indonesia.
So what we do is just come back and wash it clean and then we use it with the skin?
Yes, I do it with the skin.
Do we need to pat dry before we add seasoning or
no.
add seasoning to it?
I will just wash it after I get back from the supermarket. And before cooking, it's usually quite dry. I'll just cut it and just season it together with the seasoning.
So are we going to fry this as well later on?
Just put it in the air fryer will do, with the carrots. Okay, for the carrots, I will just leave the skin on.
So we don't have to de-skin the carrot as well?
For me, I usually don't,
as well.
because it will have more flavouring when you actually air fry it later or you toast it in the oven.
So do we need to blanch the vegetables before, the root vegetables before we actually do?
Usually I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can actually test it when you're air frying, because if you blanch it, sometimes it will actually overcook the vegetable and lost all the vitamins.
Is there a fixed amount of how much do you use? Or can I use it? You know, for us, we don't measure how much we need to use.
Frankly speaking, I usually don't measure because I will just go as my feel. because if your family likes to have more vegetable, just go ahead and put more potatoes. Okay, for the seasoning, I will just put pepper, salt. Salt, I will say that it depends on how much you can take. Some people actually like it more salty, and some actually prefer it to be less salty.
Okay.
And I have dry herbs.
So we do a thorough mix before
You can get the dry herbs from most of the brandings on the shelf of NTUCs and such. And of course, sometimes if you get from bakery shop, you can actually get those blended ones. Okay, for the starting, I will just use normal olive oil. I will add the truffle oil when it's actually heated up later, when it's cooked.
Okay, is there a reason why you use the
Okay,
normal
for
olive
truffle
oil right
oils, basically when they reach a very hot temperature, it will turn into chemical, and basically the truffle will actually spoil the taste and the smell of it.
now? Okay. I see that you were using dry herbs earlier on. Can we actually use fresh herbs with it?
Possible, but of course, if you were to get most of the fresh herbs to be at least about 4 to 5, like thyme, rosemary, and other thymes together, I think it's quite difficult in Singapore nowadays, unless you get from cold storage.
Okay. I think the pan is ready, so maybe we can show
We can pan sear the chicken
how
first.
do we pan sear the chicken from here.
Okay, skin down on a very hot pan. I'm searing it just to get the color of the skin.
How much chicken are we using right now today?
Currently today I'm using 2 chicken legs, 2 whole chicken legs.
So this is a portion for how many people do you foresee?
For hungry people, definitely about 2. If not, I can actually feed up to a family of 4.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll put my vegetable in the air fryer.
So how long do we air fry, and what is the temperature that you're frying it right now?
Okay, usually I'll put at 180 degrees for 15 minutes. Of course, if you have more vegetable, the time will vary.
Okay. So how long do we have to sizzle this chicken?
I like to get the color of the browning.
Okay.
As long as the chicken is browning, I should actually can turn off the heat of it.
So we don't cook it over here all the way?
No, because we will be coating it with the creamy liquid later on.
So this is just a searing effect
Yes.
to give it more flavors when you're
Yes.
cooking it. Okay. So there's no right or wrong rule for this, right? You just need the skin to be
Done
crispy,
first.
a little bit crispy looking.
Yes. Of course, take note of the temperature and heat, because if not, definitely I worry that the skin will be too darkened and chao ta. Okay, I can switch this off. Okay, I will start on my sauce. I will start to touch the mushroom.
Hi everybody, can you see us? Wow, Xiaobin from Hong Kong.
Hi, Xiaobin. Thanks for watching.
Hi Yun. Hi One-Tree.
Hello, everybody.
Hi Jessica from Hokkaido. Can you bring some food back for us, please? Thank you. Which potato brand is better for this? Somebody actually asked from Angela.
I would say I don't really go for brands. I will just, like I mentioned earlier, I like to choose the Basragi potatoes, which is smaller and crunchier after baked. Other than that, I think, okay, try not to use Russell, because I felt that Russell is too soft and too for the roasting. Yeah.
But what happens if I don't have any of them? Can I just use the normal Holland potatoes that I
Sure,
have at
sure,
home?
you can. Just take note of the temperature, and of course, do test while you're actually air frying it in the oven itself.
Okay. Say hi to everybody. Everybody's looking.
Hi, everybody.
everybody.
Sorry, concentrating on my hand. I'm cutting.
So I see that you're actually cutting the stems also. So
Yes.
you're actually using the stems as well.
Yes, I usually do add in the stems because they actually have a very woody taste texture. I prefer it that way. Of course, if you think that you do not like the stems, you can actually discard it anyway.
By putting in the stems, will it take a longer time to cook the mushrooms?
By the time that I braise the chicken, poach the chicken, roughly it will be softened by then.
The reason why I ask is because usually when we actually cook dry mushrooms, we tend to cook the stems earlier, or if we are using it. If we're not, then we'll probably just throw it away, right?
Okay, by the way, I'm using a Swiss brown mushroom.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can I use
more
any
flavor.
type of mushrooms, like white mushrooms?
Brown is actually more flavorful compared to the white. That's why I'm using brown for today. And of course, the color wise will be better when actually you serve.
So I can mix with white as well, right?
Yes, can, definitely. Any mushroom that you prefer. But of course,
Wow. Ronnie, very serious, man, y'all. Okay, what are you on joke? Hi, Jimmy. You eat more 火疗, okay, in Malaysia. We're just showing 家常便饭.
这个比较大声。
Hi Jenny, hi 玉花. Correct, Jessica, you're right. This is a very serious program, cannot joke. Later her chicken 超大, you know or not?
Yeah, I'm very stressed
I cannot stress her.
Because I may only make it one time. I can cook within 30 minutes.
I'm trying to challenge her 20 minutes and I don't know if she can
Please
make
don't.
it. Now it's already 19:04. You see the time, 19:04.
Hopefully I can do it by then.
Okay, now she's going to do the sauce.
Shake a bit of the potato so that most of the bottom ones and the top ones.
Show them. So she give it a toss to make sure that it's even
Yep.
before you heat again.
I crank up a bit because I think I'm short of time. Because we are in the studio and we are using the induction cooker, so heat-wise actually will be more sensitive. If you are using at home, definitely try to use a medium fire for on stove purposes.
So we can see that you're using a lot of butter here.
Yes. Actually, using more butter, the sauce will be creamier
This
later.
is quite fattening. Don't say I never warned you.
Anybody on keto diet, try not to eat too much. Oops, I think my video guy is a keto diet guy.
Okay. So I help her stir a bit lah, okay?
Thank you.
Pancan a bit. 17 minutes only, I think she's going to freak out.
Yeah, freaking out. Hope my chicken can be cooked
What do you need? Maybe I can help you.
later. Okay, I'll just stir fry my mushroom in.
So I can actually have a mix of white and brown mushrooms as well,
Yes,
right?
as you prefer. Okay, as you can see, the butter that I put in basically is being soaked up by the mushroom.
You know, like a lot of people is working parents, working mothers, or most of the time they're working.
Okay,
So
this
can
is
we
mixed
actually
up.
cook this sauce a day or two in advance, and then
Okay,
next day when we just come back, we just cook the chicken and then pour the sauce over?
You can do that. The sauce actually can be kept up to maybe 1 or 2 days. Of course, do taste it before you try to eat it again because we have milk content inside. It might turn sour. And of course,
Can I freeze it?
I've not tried freezing it because most of the time when I cook it is today I cooked it, today I'll eat it.
So y'all listen, if you want to eat this dish, you go Patricia's house, she'll cook for you immediately.
Anyway, she knows how to cook. I can go to her house also. Okay, another tips that I can actually give you guys is that if you have leftover chicken over the festive holidays, or you think that you just last minute you want to get it done, you can actually get a roasted chicken from supermarkets. You can just cook up the sauce and then just serve it immediately. It
Can I
will work
use
as
this
well.
sauce for fish or for turkey or anything?
I have not tried myself, but of course you can actually try it.
Okay.
Now I'm going to add in the milk.
How much milk do we add in the whole bottle?
I usually pay by feel. Of course, my recipe, I will share my recipe after the show.
Okay.
But for me, because I'm cooking a big portion today, so definitely I'll add more.
So now we actually used up half the bottle
This is actually
of fresh milk.
250 ml.
Yeah, about 250 ml of milk right now. So we have to wait for it to boil before she adds some seasoning.
Pepper. Salt. Along the way, of course, do taste it So if you think that the herbs is not enough, you add in some more herbs.
So actually her ingredients are quite simple. Mainly salt and black pepper, that's all.
Okay.
And some oil, olive oil and truffle oil.
Okay, I'll face the chicken meat down.
Okay. So skin up. This time we put in skin up, right?
Yes.
How long do we have to flip the chicken after that?
I don't. I will
Okay.
just let it poach. But of course, if you think that the liquid is going to be less, then you can actually add more because I want to create a sauce.
Do we keep the fire temperature at this temperature?
I know this is very fattening. I'll add in it because it got all the goodness of the chicken skin.
Okay, we just do a quick stir for this, right? Do we keep the temperature at this the same at high, or do we have to lower?
I will
down
lower it
temperature?
down to maybe about low heat. But of course, we keep it medium for now because I only left with 14 minutes.
Okay. How long do we have to cook until it's cooked? How do we test whether the chicken is cooked?
For me, if the knife or a fork you poke it through, the chicken is done. It will be easily poked through. If not, if it's not cooked yet, try to cook it more.
Okay.
But of course, also it varies due to the thickness of the chicken that you're using. So far, this dish I have tried using whole chicken leg with bone. I'm using chicken thigh or chicken thigh with or without bone. Both it works. It depends on how you look at how you use it.
So you mentioned that we can use overnight chicken leftover from
Yes.
parties yesterday.
Yes.
So how do we put the whole chicken in and then boil it, or do we reheat it separately?
You can do it as well. Once you roasted the chicken, when you put ready roast chicken in, do it the way that I do. After you saute the mushrooms and the herbs with the milk, just add it in and poach. Okay, I'm gonna close it for now.
Sobin, okay lah, can joke a bit lah, but she worry her chicken not cooked, so
Yeah lor.
you got to hold on for a while. Thanks for all the likes.
Thank you guys. I hope you all
Remember,
like
if
this
you want to
dish.
eat, you have to write on comment, no? When? Then get her to read the message and then ask her to do a housewarming, open house.
6块。我看不到。
So we just continue letting it boil
Yeah.
until it dries up.
I won't say it dries up because the most important thing is for the chicken to cook. As I mentioned, if you think that the liquid is getting lower, you can actually add in some more milk because end of it, after the chicken is near to the finish, I'll add in the cream to actually thicken up the sauce.
Do we add any? Oh, we add in some cream, is it? Do we
Later
add in
part.
corn flour or plain flour? You know, more cooking usually they'll add some plain flour to thicken up the sauce.
Okay, if you happen to, if the sauce ending of it is not thick enough as what you want, you can actually add in a bit of the corn flour to actually thicken it up to be a very consistency. Of course, this dish is very variable. You can actually, depends on what type of sauce that you like. Some like it more liquid so they can actually soak up the potatoes and the bread that I prepared.
Okay.
And the others will actually like it more watery. So it depends, various. I would say this is a very versatile dish.
Okay. So we see that you keep adding this thing from the bottle. What is this actually?
This is mixed herbs.
Okay. Mixed herbs. Brandless mixed herbs.
Oh,
You can use any brand,
I get it
actually.
from bakery shops. That's why it's brandless, lah. Because I felt that some bakery shops, yes, actually more, the herbs are actually more pungent compared to some of the brands that we actually buy from supermarket. Because I think this is my feel, lah. Okay.
So other than mixed herbs, can we actually use like rosemary or just thyme? Or
Can also.
any types of herbs?
Anything that you actually
Because mixed
you like.
herbs is, you know, a mixed flavor. Maybe I just like certain flavors like rosemary. Ha ha ha, Venice, you got to ask her when she open her house door, okay? I always tell the towel at the house, if you know, you notice. Shh, don't tell people.
Yeah, this one, you know.
So
she's
Bin,
my-
quickly go and cook. This kind of ingredient, don't tell me you cannot find in Hong Kong.
So Bin,
no?
you definitely can cook one.
Tomorrow, please.
I already
Paste
give you a
picture.
very advanced one. Just buy any roast chicken and do the sauce.
Okay,
and
we got a
immediately.
question from Jane. Jane is asking, can we replace milk with other ingredients? Lactose intolerance.
Wow, this is a very good question. Maybe. Oh, cream also cannot in this case. Okay. Maybe you can try to do it with chicken stock. Chicken stock. Yep. Can you use the chicken stock?
But then that means the color will be
The color won't be as white
Clear.
because this is actually more towards milky.
okay.
If not, you can also try it with those kind of lactose intolerance milk powder. Yeah.
I think you can probably get some in the supermarket. I actually did saw some vegetarians non-dairy products. So you can find it in CS. I cannot say the full name, CS. You go and find it yourself in the chiller.
Yep.
Okay, if you're allergic to milk, you can add water. As she mentioned, Angela, she mentioned that
You can use chicken
add
stock.
chicken stock. So it's more flavorful rather than just water alone. Joyce, the recipe is not out. She'll probably post it out once she's done tonight.
I posted the post yesterday, so maybe tonight I can actually attach the recipe to it.
So if you all have any other questions, you all can just post it. We will go back and try to look at your questions and then try to answer your questions then.
Okay, as you can see, if it's if the chicken is actually, I will say 80% cooked, the moment you poke in, it's very easy.
Oh, just now I was asking a question. If we're using like whole chicken, overnight whole chicken, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to put it in the sauce as well?
You can, if you want to absorb the flavor of the milk, because milk actually will.
Do I need
help.
to reheat them in the air fryer before I put it in?
There's two
Or I
methods.
just put it in like that?
Either you can actually use the leftover chicken, you heat it up in the oven, and just cook the sauce and just pour over it. Or the other way is you do not heat it, just take it up from the fridge itself, put it into the milk, and just cook it for like maybe 15 minutes.
So I can also strap the meat and then throw it in and then
Sure,
just
can.
do it as a stew kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This goes very well with pasta as well. Trust
Yes.
me, you can do this. It's already 8 minutes, left 8 minutes, 36 seconds. 36 seconds. Whee!
Should be able to.
Whee! Okay, let's check out the potatoes for her. Okay, we just help her. Don't tekan her lah. We check the potatoes. Is it ready? Okay, we get her to tell us if it's ready. Is the potatoes ready? A bit more. Okay.
About another
She
5
says a
minutes.
little bit more, so about another 5 minutes more.
Okay, now I'm going to add some cream.
So we are adding in only the cream at the last stage.
Yep. Because cream will curdle if you actually.
What cream is this that you're using? Normal cream,
This is a
double
cooking
cream, or
This is cooking cream.
okay,
As you can see, the sauce is thickening up.
okay.
Okay, I'll let my chicken cook until the very last minute.
So we just have to leave it on like that.
Yep.
When do we put in the truffle oil?
Okay, the truffle oil we will spray onto the vegetable when it's actually out of the oven and ready to be served.
Okay. So you mentioned we can dip in bread.
Yes.
We can. Oh, can we just put in instead of instead of putting in the air fryer for the potatoes and the carrot, can we actually put them inside also? Like one pot meal for lazy
you can try,
people.
but to me, I
Like
felt
me,
that I need
sometimes.
some crunch.
Michelle asked whether we can use soya milk to replace milk or almond milk. Oh, can. Okay. Thanks, Michelle. Michelle, I
Thank
saw
you
your
so
message.
much.
Thanks. Michelle advises us that we can actually use soya milk to replace milk as well, or almond milk. Oh, hi, AT. You're hungry, You can cook it tomorrow. It's okay. Oh, Veronica. Okay, thanks for sharing. She mentioned that Meiji has launched lactose-free fresh milk,
Oh, okay.
which is a good news for all those lactose
Lactose,
intolerance people.
I think today I'm also using something similar, like you can see in the color.
Venice, you can buy one. If you don't want to use, you can pass it to me. I don't mind. Thanks.
It needs more salt and pepper.
Time for you to buy an air fryer. 80. Okay, for those who do not have air fryer, what do we do?
You can actually put it in the oven, same temperature.
Okay.
Just need to flip it every now and then.
Can we pan fry it? Let's say if I don't have an oven, I don't have air fryer, or I just want to, do it within the stove.
You can try, but I felt that it's a bit
Take a long
difficult. It takes more time.
Or maybe could I boil it before I just do a pan fry? We have now 5
Okay, you
minutes
can actually use it for, if some people don't like oven vegetable, you can try to actually blanch it.
Billion, she didn't thicken with roach now. She actually uses a double cream over here.
Okay,
So
you can take a look at the vegetable.
now you can see that the sauce is already being absorbed inside.
Okay, at this moment, then I will spray in the truffle oil. This is actually black truffle olive oil.
Wow, I can see they're spraying a lot. Is it very oily?
No, it's not. Actually, olive oil are a good source of oil.
Okay, no worries. What she's using here is actually olive truffle oil.
Yep.
So it's healthy.
Okay, here I can start to plate the bread.
我幫你閂咗佢嘛。
The chicken should be ready.
Okay, as you can see now, it's being thickened up already. So the chicken is actually ready. The reason why she left a bit of sauce is for us to dip roti later. Where's her roti?
It's in the oven.
Everybody's waiting very impatiently for this meal, especially our cameraman in front of us.
I think, sorry to spoil your diet today. I'm so sorry. It dropped. I think the vegetable has turned alive.
Okay, we have 4 minutes left.
Okay.
Do you think she can complete on time? We can do a countdown soon for her. Now it's 3 minutes 45 seconds.
Should be done. Should be done. It's only this one. Should be done. Okay.
Okay. Now the chicken is ready to be served. Not served, to be plated, sorry.
Today I'll just do another different plating. So it's optional because usually I will just serve it over my potatoes and a vegetable and I'll just pour sauce directly into it.
Just like the post that you have shared online, right?
Yep.
You actually serve it in a single portion.
Yep.
Now because we have a whole gang of people waiting for food, so she has to serve as a whole.
I will just add a bit of the sauce on top.
Well, your guests are actually feeling very hungry right now. Patricia has some guests with her this evening,
Yeah,
so
some of
they'll
my
be
makan
coming here to
kakis.
try her dish.
Okay, the rest of the sauce we'll just put it here. Maybe you can. I think I'll put the mushroom more towards.
Exactly 2 minutes more.
Sorry for the mess. Okay, let me clean a bit up. Okay, it's done.
Okay, 1 minute 45 and she's done. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you. Okay, so this is actually my creamy poached chicken with truffle vegetables and mushroom sauce.
Can we invite her guests in to
Yeah, my foodie.
to try her food?
I think they smell the thing in the studio. Hi. Okay. Hi. So this is my husband, by the way. If you guys actually know me enough, you can see his face every time. Okay. Today, let's let you guys try it out. Try yourself, people. I will try to cut small pieces so you all can actually have it. Yeah. My too liao. It's quite late now actually, so sorry for late dinner and very fattening late dinner.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah. Help yourself to the extra sauce.
Sorry.
Sorry. Joanna, I know next week you're cooking.
Sorry.
You don't like that.
Sorry.
Okay, by the way, do catch us next week where Joanna will be actually cooking her famous fish dish.
Bye.
Okay. Okay, you guys.
卖涂料，卖涂料。来，这就有。
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Do put the sauce if you like. You want more?
Can dip the stuff.
Yep. Joanna, you want to try some?
Yeah, please.
No
thanks.
double dipping, ah?
Cannot cook like you.
Shiok, man.
Yeah, sure.
Serious.
How is it?
Good.
Okay, this is actually my very lazy dish during the festive season because it's just like a one-pot dish where everybody can enjoy
One
together.
more sauce can add.
Yeah.
这好吃。
Thank you so much. I think you guys actually can help to also maybe you try with different meat like maybe duck or fish, like whatever you're suggesting, and you let me know what is the outcome of the sauce that goes around with the food.
Okay, thank you.
Just take the whole piece.
So this makes actually a perfect dish.
Yes, it's a very
perfect
hearty
one-pot
meat.
dish
Yeah.
for parties, or if you're lazy.
Yeah.
Lucky I never eat much just
And
now.
all this can be done in 30 minutes.
I'm cooking a big portion today. So basically, if you're cooking for two, definitely it will be done within 30 minutes. And if you're using the cheat way, which I mentioned, you just get a roast chicken or you have leftover roast meat from whatever party you have. It's actually even faster. It's just like just cook the sauce, get it in, and you can actually serve it up within about 15 to 20 minutes. So we were timing about there, right? If
Yeah.
we didn't sear the everything. Yeah. Okay.
So you can see it's ready and everybody is eating happily.
Very good, really.
Thank you. I think this bunch will definitely come to my house very soon.
Okay, we have come to the end of today's program. We'll see you next week.
Sure. Watch her.
Bye.
Busy.
Thank you. 诶，有一个不是。